started, first and foremost, just want to thank you for coming on the show. I know you're a very busy man.
Uh, Quite busy, yeah.
Yeah. So how did today go? You have a lot of people that you were training today.
Today is going good. I was nice. I was from one of my athletes from Mexico. She's
Hmm.
American. She lives in Mexico, and she signed and she want to start to do this journey. And we go through to a lot of meetings, like two meetings, and
Hmm.
because I like to, before I sign with anyone, I like to do consultations and see if the person is capable to handle a diet, to understand the process. It's not just jumping to wellness and think it's going to be a wonderful life. I always do a consultation with the athletes before because the
Hmm.
wellness is a new class and the people kind of rushing to compete and we need to make sure as a coach our responsibility is to make sure the athletes get enough information before they jump into the bodybuilding
Hmm.
and especially into the wellness category because it's a class is really explode and it looks to be like before people just think it's just it's just a big bum and big legs but it's nothing like that. It's more than that, much more than that. The wellness category really evolved along the years. Is a category is being made in 2005. Before the first shows wellness is up in a beach, and they
Hmm.
got the men's category, they got females category. The wellness on that moment called wellness body beach body,
Hmm.
and the men's called men's wellness body beach.
So,
And
how did you get into it in general, like into training and everything like that?
I play football for since my age 9 up to 27. My last club is in Anartosis.
Hmm.
Then I go to UK for um, to play for Leeds United, but
Oh,
for
okay.
the things didn't go the way I want.
Mm.
And then I just start to, washing dishes, work as a kitchen porter, for a football player, professional, go all the way down. And then suddenly I find a guy, I met a guy in the club, he's a bouncer. It just, oh, why you don't go to the gym? Why you don't go to the gym? But then I by myself in England, and then I start training, and then I start compete as a men's physique, and you know, uh, I won a lot of titles. I got over 50 titles as a men's
Wow.
physique.
Yeah.
I knew about wellness since 2000 and 2020, 2028. I start training girls, but not prepare girls for stage because the wellness only happened in Brazil. The wellness turned official in 2010 by President Gustavo is the man who creates the wellness. I know some people call themselves the Godfather Wellness, but we need to be careful with the words because we need to respect who really create this category.
Can
Okay,
you say that again? I think I lost you when you said who was it. Can you tell me who started wellness?
is a Gustavo. It's
Hmm.
from Brazil. Okay, I'm gonna try call louder, talk louder.
No, you're good. You're good.
Uh, Gustavo is the first wellness show. It's de Janeiro,
Hmm.
okay, and but the first winner of wellness official is IFBB Pro figure now, Alexandra Pinheiro from Brazil. She's now switched over back to wellness again. I don't know if she's gonna be capable to compete this year, but she's prepping for, come back on stage where she belongs before
Hmm.
as a Mr. Olympia. Try to get, you know, as a first wellness winner. Of course, she got that, fire in her inside and say, now it's my time to come
Yeah.
back and try to make something.
Do you think that's a good decision for her?
I think for her, it's a good decision, but it's quite more harder than the time she's competing, because on that time in 2010, the condition is quite different. Now the wellness couple change. And before especially when the IFBB and IFBB Pro League split, uh, the IFBB Elite Pro, they kind of create a different criteria. That's why I left IFBB Elite Pro, uh, where I have my pro card there. I'm a
Mhm.
IFBB Men's Physique Pro. Then I switched to NPC. I won my first show in NPC, a muscle contest Ireland. My last show is in Japan, 2019,
Mm.
and then I practically moved all the wellness to the NPC. I move over simple over 150 around that athletes to NPC wellness
Mhm.
amateurs.
What do you think is the biggest difference between wellness when it, kind of at its inception or early years to wellness now, like now that it's in, officially in the IFBB and everything like that?
Wellness 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's more about a body beach, basically. It's
Mhm.
not, we don't have too much details. We don't, we don't have that super small waist and uh, insertions and
Mhm.
teardrop glutes and shoulders and ratio match. We don't have too much there. It's just about someone looks good, have a nice glutes, have a nice legs. You don't need to have like a big or nice separation in the quads. It needs to be the beautiful girl in the beach, the
Mhm.
beautiful
Mhm.
girl with the glutes and hamstrings and legs, and without too much body. The body fat is around maybe 14, 16. They're great.
Yeah.
Now the body fat is wellness is around 9, 10. You know, it's completely different.
Mhm.
You need to have you need to have cert details on the.
Basically, where were we at? Oh, we were talking about like the differences between wellness initially and wellness now.
Okay, wellness initial is more about a beach body.
Mhm.
No as much detail, no what these details and shoulders, weight ratio, insertions, uh, gluteus maximus, minimals, mediums, transversus glutes, ham thigh, calves match to the body. The quads should not overpower this, should not overpower that. And it's completely different. It's just a beautiful woman with beautiful body fat like 60%, and that's it. Ready to go, the most beautiful glutes and whatever one. Now it's a little bit different. Past the years, the category change. The reason they done that is to make sure for them to add this to the federation bodybuilding, they need to have certain criteria to make sure that fits as a bodybuilding female category. That's what they did, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
They fill some requirements.
Gotcha. So at this point with wellness like kind of becoming a big, a pretty popular division, like where do you see it, I guess, in the future? Like do you see any more changes to the division that you think are going to happen? Do you see any trends or anything like that?
I believe, I hope the wellness don't change as much,
Mhm.
because I hope the wellness will be the same as 2016 we saw in the first Arnold. Uh, first Arnold is 2014, but this 2016 I think is the best wellness look I ever seen.
Is that
And
the one? Is that the one where Francietta won?
no, the one Franciella didn't compete at that time.
Okay.
The winner, the in 2016, the girl with more winnings overall is a female called Alina Barreto with
Mhm.
10 overalls. Then she lost against Angela Borges, is now the
Yes.
record Guinness, by the way. She got 54 overall winnings. And I don't think there's any bodybuilder around the world got 54 overall winnings.
No, no.
Then she dethroned Aline Barreto. and she detained now 64 winnings
Mhm.
and 54 overall winnings. Then Angela training for 10 years, yeah, before she started prepping for the wellness.
That's a
That's
long
how she.
time. That's a long time. A lot
Now
of
the
time to
girls,
develop.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now the girls, they even train for 1 year. Come, I want to prep for wellness. That's
Mhm.
why they need to understand this takes times.
Mhm.
I got athletes in my team. They signed for a year contract, and sometimes they sign in January. They need to wait until the next year, the follow year, to compete because
Do,
they're not ready. Because I'm very detailed
I was going to ask you, do you
on the
hold them
class.
back? Do you, would you, if someone came to you and they said, well, I want to compete in, 6 months, and you know that they need at least year to year and
No,
a half.
I be honest. I be honest.
Mhm.
If they don't have what is necessary to present themselves on good condition on stage, that's why I'm saying to the USA girls, I keep saying to them, if you don't win the regional show, why did you go to national show? It's no chance. You're just gonna waste $500 in bikini, $500 in hotel, whatever. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion. But that's my only methodology. That's my idea. That's my mentality. Then I don't like just to, oh, I got 10 actors on stage and that's it. No. If
Mhm.
she looks good, she go on stage. If she doesn't look good, it doesn't look good. I lost athletes before just because they want to compete in Miami because the father and the mother live there. And I say, you're not ready. I'm not going to support you to do that show because you're not ready. Why? Because the simple fact is uh, we can lose someone just for a bad placing, and we can destroy someone just for a bad placing,
Mhm.
destroy mentality, because she go on stage, she look to the backstage, she already lost in backstage because she see the girls are very, very different than her, and
Mhm.
then she's already be on stage. And what's gonna happen is I don't like girls come to me after the show to say, Robert, why you put me in this show? I don't look ready. Why do you bring me to the show? Then that's the reason I don't bring athletes on stage. They're not ready. I don't bring athletes to the nationals for fight for the pro card if they don't win enough, if they don't prove enough on stage, okay, in physique and placing, they deserve to try to earn the IFBB Pro card because they need to understand the girls are being winning the IFBB Pro cards. They're training for more than 10, 15 to 20 years. Some of them, they compete in wellness for more than 10 years. Then
Mhm.
you can't compare a girl who competes for 10 years with a girl who competes for 3 months or 4 months. You
What
need to have
what's
patience.
What's the difference, like that you would say with the different time frames of training? Like someone who's trained for 2 years as opposed to someone who's trained for 10 years. Like what in the wellness division, where is the development needed? Or like what's the most difficult thing, to
the
get?
most the most difficult thing is, especially if we're gonna talk about switch over classes like
Mhm.
bikini to wellness. 80% of the wellness, they come, the background is from ectomorph, sorry, for endomorph and mesomorph. Why? Because endomorph is already a woman with a large, everything large,
Mhm.
and it's much easier to compound that physique and mold it to be a wellness. Um, a mesomorph normally is someone we carry on more muscle naturally and more what we talk a strong person, good structure body. Normal, the mesomorphs, they are good woman physique, good figures, or good wellness. Okay. Then we go to the ectomorphs. They pretty much the best bikini athletes, they come from ectomorphs. But it's only 20% of the ectomorphs will be the best wellness in the world. Why? Because they require a large amount of muscle to build. Then it doesn't matter if they natural or non-natural. Will take sometimes months, sometimes years to get to the high level. That's why they need to understand, even because even if you are a mesomorph, but you still have weakness points, they take you time. It's like I'm gonna talk about a muscle group is very hard to development in terms of glutes. We can talk about the gluteus medius, the top of the glutes that are very hard to get it. We can talk about the vast lateral vast glutes. It's very hard to get it. That muscles, as much you train, is very hard. Or you have the genetic, and it's much easier, or you're gonna need to take a good months or years to kind of have a perfect, com- completely good. Then that's what the girls need to understand.
That seems like quite a investment. It seems like an investment into your body, into your division, because other divisions, it doesn't seem. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. Some take longer, but there's other divisions where it seems like you don't need as much time, to get into like a higher level. Um, what do you think is the easiest transition from which division? From bikini, from figure, um, for what
I
which
think I think the easiest transition for wellness is the figure athlete if they have at least no more than 5 to 10 years competing as a figure.
Mhm.
Why? Because they don't visualize as much. They don't develop the back as much because that's the big issue. Because with the figure athletes, we need to pretty much downsize all the body, all the upper body.
Mhm.
Then some girls take years, even they stop training upper body. They take 1 year, they take 2 years, they take 3 years, they take 2, 3 months, depends. Some, the beginner figures, it's easy because they don't develop as much. And guys, you need to understand something. Most of the figure athletes you've been seeing switch over to wellness, they're already wellness before because we don't have wellness before. That's the
Mhm.
only solution they got to compete. But if you're talking about the hardest class to switch over to wellness will be bikini, women's physique, and women's bodybuilding. Women's
Right.
bodybuilding, even no chance at all. No
Yeah.
chance at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But women's physique, the reason is because they carry on so much muscle, they visualize so much, especially in the face.
Mhm.
That's why I prep women's physique and I try to make them as much feminine as possible because,
Mhm.
you know, I like to keep the femininity in the girls. But even we keep the femininity, they develop so much the shoulder, so much
Mhm.
the arms, everything. It's quite very, very hard
Mhm.
to really take that woman's physique and like change for wellness and be a successful wellness. She maybe can change, but it's gonna be hard for her to be one of the top wellness in the world unless she bless genetic for wellness and she just switch over to women's physique because at that time they don't have wellness.
Mhm.
And bikini athletes, I don't think so is is the hardest one. Why? Most of the bikini athletes they come from a background ectomorph. You know the ectomorph people, they have a very fast metabolism. It's very hard to put size on. To put 5, 10 kilos on, they need months to do it. And it's not like a mesomorph or an endomorph. You can put like 10 kilos in 2 months, 3 months.
Mhm.
Ectomorph, I'm an ectomorph and I know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I took at least, I started my bodybuilding career with 56 kilos. When I won my first show, men's physique, I weighed 60 kilos. When I started one more, I got to 64, depleted 65, 67. My maximum weight on stage is around 71 kilos leaner.
So
We're
that
talking
71.
about
Yeah.
since 2000, 2013. You see how many years take for me to
Right.
get on stage leaner with muscle.
Well, it's
So
yeah, because of your high metabolism.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. I think you're
It's
you're frozen a little bit. Your camera's.
1 minute. I got 1 minute.
I can hear you. I just can't see.
But let me just give me 1 minute.
Sure. No worries.
Okay, I think it's done.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
think it's done. Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me ask you this then. You're talking about how bikini is difficult. Now we talked off camera about Yarishna a little bit. Did she, if I remember correctly, and I could be completely wrong, wasn't she competing in bikini in the past before, and now she's wellness?
Yeah,
Is that correct?
She competed. Yeah, Arishna competed in bikini before, and she switched over. She compete, but then she go to WBFF because she want to be a wellness. And
Mhm.
the more close, in America shows to be a wellness is WBFF. Uh, I'm very critical with the WBFF because a lot of girls, like 40% of the girls doing WBFF, they got implant glutes and they got
Mhm.
like metacrylic inflamed glutes,
Yeah.
a lot of procedures, and that's not make me feel comfortable to say, oh, I never watch a show, WBFF show, because most of them they are really, you know, it's not
Au-
their fault.
Augmented. Yeah.
It's not it's like I don't critique they done that. I'm just saying if you are a bodybuilder, if you want to compete as a bodybuilder, I think you should not do that.
Yeah.
I think if you want to do this by yourself for your beauty, I think you should do it to look good for your husband, to look good for be a fitness model. Fantastic. I don't have any problem to train them. But I don't have any athlete in my team with any procedures in the glutes, and I will never have because I think it's completely unfair to compete. And pro league judges, they're very knowledgeable. And if someone have any procedure in the glutes, they'll be seen straight away, and they will place last. They will place last. They'll place.
Let me ask you this then. Out of your experience and as many competitors of you've seen, percentage wise, what percentage do you think that of girls you think had some kind of procedure done as a competitor?
On an NPC, very rarely, very rarely,
Mm.
because they know how much the judge are, serious, and they don't take bullshits. They don't care who you are, how famous you are. If you got procedures in the glutes, if they see, sometimes it's hard for them because the medicine evaluates, and they keep doing different things, and sometimes it's hard to catch. Most of the girls, they do the injections at the top of the gluteus mediums on the top,
Hmm.
and it's much harder to find it. But on an NPC, I think it's the federation with the less procedures glutes, and most of the girls they got procedure glutes and the procedure glutes and IFBB Pro League. I don't see none of them doing well
Mm.
or are pros now. I don't see any pro on the moment with procedures in the glutes. I don't remember to see that.
Yeah. So they penalize them for that
Yeah, they
if they
place
know they
last.
have it.
They,
Okay.
they, they don't just go to them and say, oh, you're not going to place. They just place last. And
Gotcha.
they will know the message. They will
Right.
understand the message. Then don't forget, most of the judges on NPC, they study anatomy. Then that's why we got Steve Wemberger, Sandy
Hmm.
Williams, Tyler Mannion, all these
Yeah.
judges, Tim Gardner, Gary Udit, all these guys, they more older than me. They got a
Hmm.
lot of experience. They're not stupid. And
Hmm.
even if they don't know wellness, they know about muscle groups. If you know about muscle groups, you'll know what they put synthol. It's pretty much the same thing. Someone puts synthol, someone make a procedure in the glutes. They're not stupid. They go
Right.
by symmetry. Someone have a procedures in the glutes. Um, you will see straight away why, because they cannot make the tear drop if they got
Mhm.
procedures in the glutes. It will be impossible to them to nail that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it kind of forces people if they want to do well in the division not to, not to do things
The
like that.
pro league no accept no one with the
Yeah.
fakeness.
So somebody like back to coming from bikini, talking about that with Yarishna kind of being in the past being smaller. Now she, you know, she's definitely um, full wellness, you know, full wellness division. Did you do you think she was just holding herself back, like one of those people that?
She took 7 years to kind of build all this muscle.
Mhm,
The same Angela Borges take 10 years. You
mhm,
see, then it's not easy for ectomorph to switch to come and and be a good wellness. Then
right.
Yarishna and Angela, they are, and few of them other athletes they come for ectomorphs, like Giselle Machado as well come for ectomorph with bikini. They very rarely, very rarely, very.
Mm. So with the division, you know, kind of developing, you know, in the U.S. and across the world now, not just only in Hispanic countries, where it's been kind of more popular up until now. Who do you think? So I assume they're probably at some point soon are going to have an Olympia champion for wellness, you know, at some point. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not this year, but at some point I'm sure they will. Who do you think is the front runner for that? Like who do you in your eyes do you think will um or let's just say top 5. Let's say like your top 5 if they had an Olympia champion right now.
Okay, I have here um, some notes of the athletes. I like to be. Can you listen me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
I like to because your camera sometimes frozen. That's why.
Yeah.
I make a list of some girls are doing Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna talk just about pros.
Yeah, yeah, of
I'm
course.
not gonna talk about amateurs because it's a lot of amateurs that's supposed to be pros already.
Yeah.
Then, to be honest, not just because we are friends and I belong to our team. Let's forget Angela for now. Let's talking about Yarishna.
Okay.
Um, I think Yarishna got a big possibility to win the Olympia. Why?
Mhm.
She got a very controlled midsection. The line of the shoulders is very proportioned to the glutes and the legs. She's not very hard. She's like quite dense. She got good separations and she got a lot of deep, like nice insertions and extending intent quads. Um, I believe Yarishna is very hard from the side, from the front, from the back. I would love Yarishna a little bit more with a little bit more fullness and the gluteus maximus. She kind of have a nice glutes, but I like to see her bring a little bit more lunge, not lunge because she got the lunge, but a little bit more muscle, had a little more muscle on the gluteus maximus,
Mhm.
and she's missing a little bit the gluteus medius. But end of the day, gluteus medium, no, gluteus medium, sorry. And I think she should develop a little bit the gluteus medius. But don't forget,
Mhm.
she may be developed because I saw her last year. I judge him
Right.
what I saw
Which you
last
saw
year.
last year.
Then
Mhm.
she may be improved this year. Then for me, she's one of the top 5 for win the Olympia on the top on my top 5. Then we go to Angela Borges. Um, I
And
don't have as much to say about Angela because Angela is too complete.
she's you said what? She's too
She,
complete?
she's too complete. She's
Mhm.
too complete. Then from the rear, from the back, I don't think so. Nobody can beat her from the back.
Mhm.
She's like Ronnie Coleman in their prior time from the back. She's
Yeah,
like Phil. She
yeah,
like Phil
I'm looking.
Wheeler.
I'm as you're talking about them. I'm looking up their Instagram just to kind of get a good idea of you know what they look like. Yeah, and I do see what you're talking about.
Before, if she the different Angela before she did Elite Pro, and Angela always have a very big gluteus mediums. Okay, she have a very weak hamstrings. What she done when she joined the Pro League because the standard is different. She kind of increase the hamstrings
Mm.
and lunge the gluteus maximus because she got a very big gluteus maximus, very big gluteus mediums. Then and now she got the teardrop. And from the rear, I think she's on the moment. I don't see nobody can beat her from the back.
Okay.
From the front, she got very nice quads, sweep quads. She's not overpowering, nothing. I think the quads is very proportional for the arm tie and line of the shoulders. The air waist is not super small, but it's smaller because the technique she used, like called LCC, make the waist look much smaller. And the full overall package, I think she's everybody's beatable, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's be very hard to beat Angela.
So
Very, very.
you think it's likely to be between Angela and Yarishna?
I don't think so. It's just between Yarishna and Angela. We can't just take away the rest of the girls out
Mhm.
there. They maybe don't have too much popularity, but I can talk about in my list someone who really can make it a problem. I really like Casey.
Mm.
She came from bikini. Casey from the rear. We go one more time. You know the bodybuilder shows you win from the back, yeah.
Right. All shows.
Uh,
Yeah.
Casey, she got one of the biggest glutes on stage and conditioned, not biggest glutes and fat, biggest glutes.
Mhm.
And I really believe, and not just because she's my athlete, just because the reality. I think last year she's lacking. She doesn't have enough muscle on the quads, not quads development. And then she kind of developed a lot the the the, the quads. It's gonna be very interesting to see Angela and from the back Angela and Casey.
Mhm.
Uh, I think the only athlete in this lineup I can see can make problems to Angela. Problems not like so, sorry the dogs.
No, no, I can.
I think the only athlete's gonna make uh, problems in terms. I'm not talking overall. I'm talking
Right.
about from the back.
Right.
The girls I can see they got good glutes. We got Isa Pereira
Mhm.
from Brazil. We
Yeah.
got Casey, yeah, and we got. I look into this page and I think we got Loli as well from New York. I think
Yeah.
she's very, very good. I hope Loli from the last year. I think she's quite heavy on the top. Um, I think if she downsize on the upper body, make a little bit more proportion, not so overpowering. I think she's a big opponent to fight for the first, second, or third spot.
Mhm.
We got different girls. We got my top five. Okay, I'm gonna be very like clear this, and
Yeah.
because I got so many girls. But what I'm trying to say here, girls, is I need to see all of them together because some of them I didn't see on real. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
but for the ones I really think like will be the top five by what I'm seeing Instagram and by the body symmetry, I can say the top five will be around Angela, Yarishna, Casey, Loli, uh, Isa Pereira is not going to be in this show, but we're
Mhm.
talking about Olympia or you're talking about Pittsburgh Pro?
I mean, let's talk. It's hard to say, but let's talk Olympia. Let's talk.
Oh, Olympia is completely different.
Okay.
Okay, if
Okay.
we talk about Olympia, I believe my top five will be. I don't think so. We'll see how Angela look. I don't think so. We'll have someone to beat Angela.
Mhm.
Uh, and Angela will definitely make top five. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got Susana from Brazil.
Yes. Yeah. I know Susanna. Yeah.
Uh, Yarishna. That make three.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now the two spots open will be between Gisele Machado from Brazil
Mhm.
and Franciele Matos. That's
Yeah.
my top 5.
So you think Franciella would get the fifth spot?
I give Franciele credit. If I'm gonna be honest, if Franciele bring the quads a little bit more development, she'll make top 5.
Mhm.
But if she don't develop the quads a little bit more, like in 2018, I'll switch Franciele for Isa Pereira.
Gotcha. So you think her biggest weakness is her
I
quads?
think she's quite too soft from the front.
So almost like more of a bikini look rather than a
Bikini
right,
wellness.
right.
It's not criticized. I'm not criticizing Franciele. I'm just saying I would love to see Franciele 2018 together with Franciele
Mhm.
2020. A mix, a
Yeah,
mix.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah,
love to see that.
yeah. I think that's probably like a good top five right there. I mean, I don't think
With
anyone.
with all respect for the other girls, um, I can try figure up this. I can try. Okay, we got Angela. Let's do the top 10 Olympia. Angela, Yarishna, Loli, Isa Pereira, Franciele Matos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the 5 left. We can say Isa Pereira, Casey, 6. Um, then we can get what girl more? Alba Becca.
Mhm.
Can put Alba Becca here. More 3 girls like Dr. Sunny. Dr. Sunny.
Yeah,
Uh,
Sunny Andrews. Yeah. Mhm.
and Alisa. I think I like Alisa, the first
Yeah.
USA American pro. But she kind of needed the volume a little bit more, the glutes. I really think she needs a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 2 left. Then this 2 left space is open. I live for outsiders.
Mhm.
Outsiders can be
Yeah.
Nikki, can be Roxy, can be Renee, can
Mhm.
be Tati Vailan from Brazil,
Mhm.
and
What
of
do you?
course Giselle Machado, of course. But Giselle Machado is in my top 5. That my
What?
top 5 is basically the physiques now. Look into the physiques now. Angela definitely first place. Then I will see in second place we can see Giselle, Susana, or Yarishna,
Mhm.
or Isa Pereira as well.
Mhm.
Then that's my top 5.
Gotcha.
Basically, this
Yeah.
this girls like Susanna, and if Francelia change what I'm saying, if it
Mhm.
become different, she can go inside that top 5 and maybe take the outsider. But I really think Angela, Yarishna, and Giselle Machado, they will not come out from the top 3,
Mhm.
top 5. They're not. They will make it. I'm
Yeah.
not saying Angela's going to win, but she's not going to be out of top 5. These 3 girls, they're not going to be out of top 5.
Mhm. Let me.
Yarishna, Angela, Giselle Machado, they'll not come out of top 5.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see that. What you said, you mentioned some of the outsiders. One of mentioned Sunny Andrews, Dr. Sunny, and then Roxy. Like, what do you think about
Yeah.
Roxy? Like, how uh, what do you think as far as like her
Okay,
physique?
Roxy. I never see Roxy in real life. Then I need to see her on stage. I'm gonna be able to see it. But because Roxy lost against one of my athletes called Julie, and she maybe kind of improved, but I think she needs softer. That she's too hard in the top hard.
Hmm.
It's not about she's too wider. I say she's too hard in the
Hmm.
upper body. She got a very hard look, and she got very very large glutes, teardrop glutes.
Hmm.
The quads is okay, but I think she needs a little bit more. I'm not gonna be here say what she needs because I'm not
Right.
asked to do that. I'm not here to judge no one. I'm
Sure.
just saying, Renee. We got Renee as well, but I don't know if Renee developed the squad. She won Tampa Pro last year. Um, but she's an outsider as well. And I believe Loli's not outsider. I'm talking about the top 10 Olympia. The
Yeah,
top five, it's pretty much the one I say,
yeah.
because I don't think so. I don't think so. Loli, or like, I'm gonna write it down again here to make sure I'm saying the right thing. We got Angela. Let's put Susanna. Let's put Giselle. 2 spots left. Loli, Angela. I say Angela,
Hmm.
Giselle, Yarishna, Isa Pereira, 4th place, and then we got the outsider for the to go inside this top 5. Depend how much they're going to improve. I can say Francielli, I can say Lowly, I can say so many names. The
Do you think?
Casey.
Yeah. Do you think the judging is gonna make the difference on what on what they judge to be superior? Like how some
We don't know
certain.
what they want.
Hmm.
They're gonna set up the criteria in Olympia.
Right. Right.
It's gonna be interesting, Pittsburgh Pro, because I think on this Pittsburgh Pro, because we're gonna have Yarishna, we're pretty much gonna have the Olympia there. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna have the Olympia lineup there. Yeah.
it's just gonna miss like 2 girls, three, 4 girls. We're missing Susanna there, Isa Pereira, and Tati Vailan. She's pro now. Uh, Shitara from Brazil is pro. Other girls, but they don't have a big name.
Hmm.
But um, the main names are going to be there. Giselle's not going to be there, but Giselle's already qualified for Olympia.
Right.
Francielle as well, but that's the only ones missing for Olympia. Then the rest, the girls are going to be in this show, Pittsburgh. I don't know how many girls going to be on stage. And then we have outsiders, girls they're going to come from nowhere. That's the ones that they're more dangerous, because we don't know who's going to turn up.
Yeah.
And it's going to
Well,
be a great job.
like you were talking about Roxy, I think like so to me she looks very, very lean. Do you think like being too lean in wellness is a serious problem? Like you think a lot of
Yeah,
girls are
it's a
coming in
serious
too
problem
lean?
because uh, for my perspective of wellness is about density, uh, slightly toned midsection. You can have abdominal, but not like as harder as a figure. You need to be toned, dense, and soft. Okay. Uh, the legs wise, you need to be slightly toned, not with the hard deep cuts, special on extern quads and intern quads. And I think Loli is over conditioned. Then if she come a little bit more softer, like I said before, we need to see her face to face up front.
Right.
Some girls, they need to change the front pose. Then we got the presentation stage, like the posing, all of that. That's
Yeah.
gonna make big
Make a
difference.
difference. So when they decide who's going to be the Olympia champ, when they set that criteria across the world for the wellness division, at that point, do you change your approach to the girls that you have to try to match what they're looking for in the Olympia, or is every
I
show
think
different? Everybody's going to be
I think
different.
at Olympia they're gonna try to find the more balanced physique,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah.
The more balanced physique, that's gonna be the thing they're gonna try to find. And then the beauty as well, the femininity. The girls they need to understand is wellness. The word means wellness means health. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what is the first thing they're gonna look? Your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then if your face is mainly face, and they can look and see this girl has been doing things you should not be doing,
Hmm.
it's gonna maybe take you some points down, and
Sure.
then it can cost you a place. Yeah, I think um, Pittsburgh, we're gonna see who really they want, what is really they want in a pro league status, wellness.
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna say Angela's gonna win Pittsburgh, because I need to see them all together.
Hmm.
And I would love to see Angela presentation this time, because the last time in Brazil, the presentation is not the best. And presentation, what I say about beauty is the same thing. You
Yeah.
can be the best wellness in the world. If you don't turn up and pose, show up, show your physique the way you should, and you're not gonna do well. Then
Yeah.
I think, well,
Posing is everything. Yeah.
Angela presentation at last show leave a little bit, concerned. But now she improved a lot. She bring a new routine. Um, she bring a new body. She before she just about rounded glutes, very peak gluteus medius. Now she have the peak gluteus medius, and the same time she got the lunge glutes. I think you saw the video. The video is undeniable. When she
Yeah.
turned to the rear, I don't know your opinion, but when she turned to the rear, do you see anybody you've been seeing so far? Do you see anybody can beat her from the back?
From the back, no, no. From the back, I don't. It'd be very difficult. It would be very difficult unless someone brings, brings something that we haven't seen yet. Like you said. So
We got a girl is very similar to Angela, but she's not qualified. She didn't heard the pro card yet. Her
mm,
name is Talita Malheiros from
mm,
Brazil.
mm,
She's been out competing since 2 3 years, and she's like a twin of Angela. Of course,
mm.
Angela is more developed now because she
Right.
stopped training for 3 4 years. She got baby, but she's come back now. And if you look to her glutes, try when we finish the interview, try to find Talita Malheiros.
Yeah, I'll look it up. So yes, if you can send me the. Sometimes I have trouble with the names, especially like
Yeah,
more
and
Hispanic.
unfortunately, I would like to put in this top five Jay Grinch for Panain, but
Mhm.
I think Jay Grinch kind of lost herself. It's kind of disappointed for me because she's one of the best wellness in the world, but now she's not that yet. I don't know what's going on. I always think she's one of the best in the world. She got everything. She's a girl like 5'8", 5'10",
Mhm.
6'1". She's taller, but she got glutes, legs, waist, shoulders. But unfortunately, what is what it is. Some people go down, some people grow up. I know we can be here talking about Jujuba Fit, but I still think Jujuba Fit, she make a lot of progress through the years, but she still need to develop a little bit the glutes. The last time in the European, I see a lot of guys say Juju should beat Angela. I don't think so. Juju is my friend. I think Juju, if she's qualified to Olympia, she's a big opponent. But like I said, I saw Juju last year. I don't see Juju this year.
Mhm.
She maybe can be an outsider. Come, is she really nailing the proportion of the glutes with the legs? I think she's gonna be in the top five.
Yeah.
But that,
Well, I mean,
but
if
it's
yeah,
always a
I was gonna say if Juju brings better, a better look, she maybe not win the Olympia. Maybe she won't beat Angela, but she could definitely twist that top five. She could definitely do the two through
the,
five
the
and
only
go ahead.
person the only person I can see can beat Angela. The only persons I can see they can beat Angela, but they need to bring something, like you say, something, a lot of improvements.
Mhm.
Is Yarishna or Isa Pereira?
Yeah. What I think with Yarishno is, I mean, at least to, and I don't know how the judges are going to look at it, but I feel like she has more muscle on her legs. Like she seems like her legs are
Yeah,
very
she has a lot of
developed.
muscle. She like her legs overpower the glutes.
Hmm.
That's the problem.
Right, right. Yeah.
And another girl, we are being talking here, and most of the people they didn't see that gap is. Did you notice Isa Pereira got the same problem of kind grip?
Tell me, what you mean.
The lower body is much smaller than the upper body. She
I see.
got from the waist to the top to the head is much bigger, it's big,
Hmm.
much long than the waist to the legs. The legs is shorter than the
Yeah.
the upper body. Yeah.
So how do you overcome that if you have that kind of physique? Like what do you do to look better on stage? To give an
I
illusion
think she need
that's
to
not.
play with the pose and make sure she have a good posing coach who really
Mhm.
can show tricky something. That's something she cannot do. That is structural.
Right, right.
If you're a taller guy, how can you gonna change that? You can't change that. Then
Walk
she
around
got
on your
different.
knees.
Like Kangri cannot change.
Yeah.
That's why her legs, it's shorter than her all like start the back shoulders is big, and then when Kangri hits the lat front press, when he hit the lat front, he lost the symmetry on the shoulders.
Hmm.
I don't know if people notice.
Yeah.
When Kangri hit the side lat spread, he lost the shoulders.
Yeah.
That's why he lost sometimes.
Hmm.
And it's not just he got a freak back, but the same with Isa Pereira. My concern with Isa Pereira is from the back. She's very very strong. She got nice sweet quads, nice weights, but she got a long torso for someone who's very short.
Hmm. So let me ask you this, with Angela competing for such a long time in wellness, um, how long do you think she will be, she will continue to compete, in this?
I think if she wins Olympia or done well in Olympia, it's not just about winning. She lost in the first Olympia amateur in 2017.
Mhm.
And we know we met in 2017 until now. We started working together when she moved to Pro League in 2020.
Mhm.
We done the European Championship. She got team basically. She not just an athlete, ever coach, and that's it. She got a pharmacologist. She got a nutritionist. She got someone who deal with her husband deal with all the
Yeah. She
contracts,
has a
everything.
team. Yeah, a
Yeah,
team
she
working
have
for
a
her.
team. I'm part of the team. I have my own work inside the team, but
Yeah.
I keep to myself what I do because it's very specific and it's
Yeah.
very hard to do because it's all about to see how she looks, what she need to bring on stage. It's looking to the other girls and see, okay, this is beatable. This is not, this is harder. We need to be
Right.
careful with this one. We need to be careful that one.
Yeah.
But so far, I respect all the girls. I think they all look amazing. Like I said before, I'm not gonna be here say Angela wins the Olympia or wins the Pittsburgh. I need to see all of them line up. Why I'm saying for the things I've been seeing so far by Instagram, she's a clear winner.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
undeniable clear. I don't know for you, but for
Yeah.
what I'm seeing so far, she's a clear winner.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely up there. I mean, I like Yarishna. I think she can definitely win if she made some improvements, but it's gonna be very difficult to do anything with Angela as far as beating her. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, there's about big
Always a
net. She got
chance, but mhm.
a nice, a nice quad. She's beautiful, exotic. Uh, she's one of the bestest in the world so far.
Right.
Uh, and but she can beat Angela. She can beat Isa. She can beat Giselle. She can beat Loli. We don't know.
Yeah.
She can beat Casey. We don't know. She can beat Dr. Sunny. We need to
Yeah.
see them all line up.
Yeah.
Then I keep saying to the people, some people say, "Oh, Angela need to come to America to beat Yarishna." I really think Yarishna is my friend now. We talk
Hmm.
quite often.
Hmm.
I think they need to beat Angela.
Yeah. So
That's what I think.
you see Angela as the you know as the higher level, the woman
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
on the
Because
throne, so to speak.
she's been training. She's been training. Come on, she's been winning a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people
Over
say with
50
the
times, you said. Yeah.
politics, IFBB politics, but it doesn't matter. She lost against Geta. She
Mhm.
go back, no problem. She go back and beat Geta again.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
we're talking about someone win 64 winnings. Then we're not talking about someone win one show or two shows.
Right.
Yarishna wins the pro card as a wellness, and the show she done a regional one, and she won the national chat. She got two winning. She don't have any pro show winning.
Mhm.
Angela
Right.
have like how many pro show winnings? A lot.
Sure. Sure.
She
Yeah.
got more experience then. Of course, the pose is different. Everything is posed. Maybe can happen a surprise, and Yarishna brings something she didn't bring last year.
Right.
You know,
Right.
then
Yeah.
if she
And that's yeah.
kind of volume the weakness part she adds, that like all of them got flops. Yeah,
Yeah.
Angela before last year she got flops, and her arm swings is not as good. She kind of volume, but it's a easy stuff to build. It's a
Hmm.
easy stuff to proportion. But
Yeah.
when we're talking about glutes, it's something else. And
It's
another
tougher.
thing is, I need to give advice to the girls out there. When you get coach, get a wellness coach. So plenty coaches out there, Brazilian ones, without any disrespect to the coaches, Americans,
Hmm.
Canadians, whatever, French, get a coach who really know what he's doing in wellness, not a figure coach or bodybuilding coach. Look me, I can coach a wellness, but I don't know how to coach a classic physique. I
Right.
maybe can try, but I'm not gonna use the same protocol. You
Right.
know,
Right.
get a wellness coach because that's who know you're gonna be
Yeah,
successful.
that's one of
That's
the reasons why I wanted to talk to you because wellness coming into the IBB being so popular, and you specifically only training wellness athletes. I thought this was such a good opportunity, to talk because you rarely get that opportunity. Usually, what you just mentioned is that we'll have a coach, and that coach coaches all divisions, and it's rare to see someone that's a specialist like you. So it's well, at least it's rare for
I
me
got
from
I
what I've
got I
seen.
got two figure three figure athletes
Hmm.
and one woman physique, no two women physique, but it's
Hmm.
pretty much like
All
when you do
wellness.
extra stuff, you can't compare like I got 2% of 98%.
Right.
98% is wellness, 2% is outsiders, like one man physique, uh, three figures, and two women physique.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. It'll
and
be Yeah, it'll be interesting to see everything along with, everything going on in the world with the pandemic. Who's going to be, better and who's going to come in worse because, some people aren't able to train like they used to. They're not, maybe mentally they're not in it as much as they used to be. So there's a lot of questions and a lot of time between then and the Pittsburgh.
I try to be as much detail as possible. I think people are doing a lot of postcards about wellness, but they never talk about. I know the way I talk here today. I don't think so. You ever listen that kind of conversations because people are saying, "Oh no, this is better than this one. This is better than this one," but they never explain why.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
love to see a postcard between coaches or these people are talking, this one is better than this one is better than this one. Even we are talking, I see people talking about Vivi Winkler is the only one can beat Yarishna. I think it's completely understanding or completely mistake. Yeah, Vivi Winkler is 80 kilos now. His weight 80 kilos. For Vivi Winkler competitors of a wellness, you need to drop more than 20 kilos. More than 20
What
kilos.
do you what do you
Then
th- what do you think about that? Like Vivian is a very popular,
she's not wellness anymore. She's already announced she's not wellness. She's a fitness model, Musa Fitness. That's
gotcha,
it. She's
gotcha.
not wellness anymore. She don't want to be a wellness. She make a lot of money as do whatever she's doing,
Yeah,
and I'm glad for her. Yes, she can be a great wellness, yeah, but on the moment we can say Vivi Winkler is one of the best wellness in the world. She's not the best wellness in the world.
hmm,
She's not even close because we never see her in condition winning, and she never win any pro show for us
right,
to be here and say, "Oh, Vivi Winkler is the best, is the one, only one can beat Yarishna." And with all respect with Yarishna, we cannot say Angela need to beat Yarishna. I say, my friend
right.
Yarishna, if you listen this, you need to do it the job. You need to go stronger on stage. Make
Hmm.
sure you fix what you need to fix because you're doing a great job, Yarishna, and go there and try to beat Angela.
Yeah,
If you beat Angela, you'll be the Mr. Olympia.
yeah,
You are a beautiful woman. You got a great lines, a great waist, great legs. but we always get flops. Then
Mhm.
some of them get quite easily fixed. Some of them takes time. Some of them you need to have someone who really are specialized on that
Yeah.
specific areas. Look to your weakness.
Well, and also might be a good thing too, to have this, assuming. Well, let's just assume. Let's just say that it'll be Arishna and Angela, 1-2, and sometimes that's a good thing for the division. It's a good thing for the sport. Like we think of,
If you
Ronnie
go,
and
if
Jay
you go, if
Cutler.
you go, if you go pose by pose, okay, let's go pose by pose. Back pose winning is like 60% maybe.
Mhm.
Angela win highs down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then from the sides, we cannot say because um, they both look good from the side. Angela have a very, very good separation from the transversus glutes and the vastus lateral, and you can see the division from the quads and for the armpits. Then you need to see them side by side on the side pose. Let's see, we give them the same points in the side pose,
Mhm.
like 1-1. Yeah, pretty much the same. But they turn to the front. We need to see them from the front. Angela have a roundest quads, very roundest, not as so detailed as uh, Yarishna, but
Mhm.
Angela have a very strong adductors. Then, if we're gonna talk overall, I don't see Yarishna pose yet. I need to see her pose. Then I will give you 40% if he pose better than Angela.
Mhm.
Then I think for her to beat Angela, she need to beat Angela from the front, from the side, and then she need to be very close to her from the back.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so
And
too. I
on the
think from the
moment,
back.
she's a little bit far from the back.
Yeah, she doesn't need to be, if she can beat her in the other poses, she just needs to be good enough from the back. She doesn't have to
Yeah.
beat her, but yeah, but that's tough because all shows are mainly one from the back, and if Angela is extremely better from the back, then it's going to be very tough to win.
Because
Yeah,
don't forget, Angela is very strong from the side.
yeah,
Then nobody, she can maybe be 1-1, like I say with her. Yarishna don't beat Angela from the side, or maybe Angela don't beat Yarishna from the side. They both got small waists or control midsections, a very good separations
hmm
from the side, a nice insurgence, beautiful insurgence. I really think Yarishna need to soften a little bit the upper body because the last time I saw she got
she was a
around
little
the
harder.
shoulders,
Mhm.
harder shoulders and arms. But maybe she knows what she needs to do.
Right.
And then, to be honest, bro, facts is facts. And on the moment, in the particular moment, judging by the last year, judging by I'm seeing Instagram so far,
hmm
Angela already wins the Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
In my opinion, by
Yeah.
all complete package. Who's places second, third, or first, or whatever. But like I said before, Yarishna maybe can come different, like
hmm
you say, can beat Angela in the pose. If she beat Angela in the pose, front, side, and she bring the back 100%,
Yeah.
not as good as Angela, but a little bit different, she
Yeah,
win the
close
show.
enough.
She
Yeah,
win the show.
just close
Yeah.
enough. Yeah,
Then, but
yeah,
if Angela bring the pose
it's gonna be tough.
40-40, side by side, the same. Front pose, pretty much both good. Back pose, turn to the rear.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be
It's not,
tough. Yeah,
because you need to understand what the judge do is they do the quarter turns only one time. And then what they do, front, back,
yeah,
front, back.
yeah,
They don't do side anymore.
yeah. So the back is gonna be out there much longer than the side
The back is going
poses.
to decide the winner.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're
Then
right.
that's why I'm saying even to the address to Aisha now, even to be careful because we are talking just about Angela. It's so many other girls here in my paper.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put in the paper. We are talking. We got we got Dr. Sunny. We got Loli. We got Aliza from USA. We got Casey. We got Fit Nikki. We got Roxy. We got Renee. We got we
yeah,
got Isa Pereira, but Isa Pereira is not there. But it's so many girls. We
yeah,
need to be careful.
hmm,
We need to be careful because
yeah,
someone can turn up like you know
yeah.
and really just
Well,
knock out everybody, even Angela.
yeah, I think this the Olympia will definitely set the criteria. Will set all the girls that that are going to be placing, and then at that point it's going to be a chase for whoever placed first, whoever was in the top five. Then at that point all the girls will be chasing those women. But yeah, but right now, if you're looking at the wellness division, I think everyone, like you said, should be chasing Angela. There's not really another clear um, clear outstanding athlete. Like the most of them have just gotten their pro cards recently. They look great, but they're kind of new on the pro show. So Angela is with over
I,
60
I
wins.
know, I know, I know. A lot of people are saying Yarishna is going to win the show because she's very beautiful, female, beautiful. She got amazing physique, a beautiful physique. She's a great inspiration to all the bikini athletes switching over. She's an
Right.
extra motivation to everybody. But come on, we need to go. The most of the people talk about that they're not coaches, man.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
something you need to understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just someone people they love wellness and they just look into the beauty and that's it. They
Hmm.
don't look to the muscle groups, and they need
Yeah.
to study a little bit anatomy before they start talking.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And
about
even just us, even as just talking, just you and me, like my wellness, I can kind of understand like some things here and there, like most divisions, but it's not something that I'm extremely familiar with. So just you speaking right now and going through all the details and ins and outs, it's like it's so much more there than what people think, And it's like if they listen to this episode, they're going to realize that wellness is not it's not just what some people think is just a woman with
did
hips
I
with yeah,
did
with
I
bigger
did
legs.
I did you expect you satisfied with the interview with the explanation I give to
Oh
you?
yeah, it was great. Yeah,
Compare compare with the other postcards you've been seeing so far. What
yeah,
do you think about this postcard? Do you think it's more for someone who's into the wellness? Do you think it's more detailed?
I think it's extremely more detailed, and I think it's really important to be detailed because it is for a large part of the world, and especially in the US, they don't really understand wellness. I mean, most people look at wellness and like I said, they think of someone who is attractive, who a woman who's like more voluptuous. They don't understand all the bodybuilding aspect of it that goes into it. And I think this is important. I think it's important to let people know that it's not just somebody who a woman who's got a great figure. There's a lot more to it. Absolutely.
Yeah, and what is what it is. I think I love all the athletes because I got a page called Wellness with My Physiques. I got a magazine is coming soon where Yarishna is the cover, by the way.
Oh,
The
okay.
cover of the
Great.
magazine is going to be the magazine wellness in the world. And I love all the wellness around the world. And like I said before, I'm not there saying, oh, Angela already won, beats
Hmm.
four, because I don't know who's gonna turn up, how
Sure.
they're gonna turn up. What I'm
Sure.
saying is, what I'm being seen so far is I don't see no one who really impressed me on that point saying, Angela, you know what? This girl is maybe gonna beat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then,
Yeah. Yeah. You're
um,
right.
but I respect all the athletes. I got a lot of good athletes in my team, great ones. I got over 240 wellness.
Yeah.
I believe my team is the biggest wellness team in the world.
Mm.
Um, then for that is I have a different physiques. What I want to see, I want to leave a message to all wellness in the world. I keep seeing that. I keep talking about that. Is stop to copy poses for front poses for other people. Create your own pose. What is
Mm.
suitable for your physique?
Yeah.
That's the mandatory poses, side pose, back pose. Yeah, hit the same way. But the front pose, you can be more flexible. Then don't just. Some people look good in some poses. You maybe gonna try their pose, they're gonna look good, and then either, then
Yeah.
we saw Isa Pereira hit the front pose, copy Francielli, it doesn't go well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what it is. And
Yeah.
then
No,
I
no,
prefer
absolutely.
Isa Pereira pose from the day one. Yeah. Then that's the reason I'm saying is Francielli pose, front pose is amazing for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isa Pereira front pose is amazing for her. Create your own pose
Yeah.
and don't copy or don't just focus on others. Just focus on yourself and be the best. That's the best thing I want to say to them.
That's great. I mean, yeah, that's I couldn't agree more. A lot of these divisions that allow you to have your own individual pose, I feel like people don't take enough advantage of it because that's really when you can shine and you can really pose in such a way where it accentuates your build. Everything else is standard. So anytime it's not standard, you take advantage, that. And yeah, I agree with you. So, Robert, again, I appreciate your time. Thank you so
No,
much.
no, thank you so much. I'm honored, and I really like to come in this alive and really being because I'm being a little bit frustrating because I've been see other podcasts. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just saying they're
Yeah,
not very detailed. The only thing they talk is Yarista is better than this one. Oh,
yeah,
this is better than this one. And then you got two people in the live say, "I love you, Yarista. Oh, I love you. You are the best." That is not education wellness.
right, right.
That's my opinion.
Yeah,
I
and it
think,
doesn't it doesn't help people that are trying to get into the sport. They don't
and
know.
you can't dismotivate others. You dismotivate others.
Yeah,
You know, we
absolutely.
need to kind overall. Each one of them got a strong point and weak point. Even
Yeah,
Angela have a weak point. It maybe is the posing. It maybe is whatever. Everybody have a weak point. Everybody have a flops.
yeah,
Nobody's perfect. Yeah,
absolutely,
then
absolutely.
that's what the people need to put in the mind. We need to keep improvement. Look, Phil Heath now. What is the problem? The midsection is making not winning. And how is going to fix that? It's hard for him. But from the rear, from the post, is unbeatable. From the side, from the side chest, is one of the best. From his legs this year, this last year, it didn't bring that much condition. That's graining. But
Yeah,
when it's grainy without that mix section, nobody can beat him. To be
yeah,
honest,
yeah.
if he
You're
fix
right.
the mix section, nobody can beat him.
Yeah,
Then
that.
what I'm saying is the same with Angela. Angela is very very complete, but if she come off, someone take her out. You know,
Mhm,
that's what I'm
mhm.
saying. Like someone, yeah, Arisa can come and just win, or Loli can come and win, or Isa Pereira can come and win, or Franciele can come and win, or Gisela can come and win.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. No,
everybody
absolutely.
got a chance.
Yeah.
Everybody got a chance.
And that's, like you said, everybody's got a weakness, which is what you just said. That means everyone has a chance because, anyone can bring that weakness out of someone else, and win. So,
And
we won't
before
know
we
until
left,
that time comes. Yeah.
before I left, I wanted to say a shout out for Jay Mannion, Gary Udy put this show on Pittsburgh. It's gonna be one of the best show wellness. Start before Olympia. I really people talk about Godfathers or whatever. I think
Mhm.
JM is really the father of the wellness in this moment because he do so many pictures to the girls. He promote all the girls. He doesn't have
Yeah.
like this favorite for wellness, that favorite for wellness. He loves all of them the same way. And what he's been doing is being promoted so much. He's been doing pictures. He done with Loli. He done with Casey. He done with Yarishna. Oh, you're gonna do with Yarishna. You're gonna do with so many other girls. And I think I'm
Mhm.
so happy what he's been doing for the class. I think
Mhm.
JM really, really deserve the credit for to be the bigger representative of the wellness come to the pro league. And
Yeah.
of course, Vice President Tyler Mannion, Jane Mannion as well, sorry,
Hmm.
and other the people make this happen. And I thank you to the NPC to bring the wellness to the best stage in the world, Olympia, and we'll see.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think the
see.
Olympia this year is going to be very, very
We'll
exciting.
see. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be exciting. We'll have another
Bro,
conversation, I'm sure. I'll have you back on. We'll talk about it. We'll have
maybe
more.
maybe before Olympia, maybe after Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
huh?
that would be
Because I'm
great.
gonna be there. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be there.
that'd be great. I'd love to have you after Pittsburgh. We can analyze the
The
competition
Catholic, yeah.
itself. Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Robert. It was a great show. I appreciate it. And
It's an honor for me.
hey, thank you. You take care. Have a great day.
Just a